Hello and welcome. In this video, I will illustrate the value of the new ThreatConnect RQ app within the ServiceNow GRC and how easy it is to get immediate value from the integration as part of your risk management program. The RQ app integration can be accessed within the risk workspace of your ServiceNow GRC. To begin, let's look at how to utilize the RQ app when creating a new risk by navigating to the Create dropdown and selecting Risk. From here, we can complete the required fields as identified by the asterisks. So we're going to fill out the name, we're going to select the entity for the risk, and we're going to sync with the entity owner so the owner is automatically populated under the ownership section. We can also inherit the risk from a risk statement if we choose, or we can identify the risk statement here on the dropdown. We can further scroll down to get to the RQ configuration where we can model what is at risk. Now, we're looking at data types for a data breach, as well as revenue that's at risk that would be associated with a DDoS and a ransomware event. So we're going to model a large enterprise here. Once we save, we're going to add some additional information and run the RQ analysis. These risk results will be populated on the Details tab for the risk. Let's go ahead and click Save. Once that's saved, we can now add controls to our risk. We can navigate to the Controls tab and add any and all controls that are associated with the entity that was included in the scope. So we're going to select all of the controls and include this in the analysis. Once there, we're done. We can save and run the analysis. As that's running, we're going to navigate to a risk that's already been performed by selecting the list icon on the left-hand side and selecting the risk we wish to view. Let's take a first look at the Overview tab, where we can see the description and the stage of the analysis. We can also click on the details and look at the configuration that we had, as well as the RQ configuration and a high-level view of those results, and both the inherent and residual risk of the SLE, loss magnitude. Single loss expectancy is when the event were to occur, how much would you expect to lose? And then the ALE is that cost annualized, which is a combination of the SLE and the frequency in which those events will occur, as calculated by ThreatConnect. Now we can dive further into these details by clicking on these tabs at the top, loss magnitude, and we can see the loss distribution from a minimum, most likely, and maximum, which is a 25th, 50th, and 75th percentile. So you get a range of losses for each of the attack types, so data breach, DDoS, and ransomware, as well as a breakdown of that attack type as far as a loss type is concerned. Because we have PCI data, PHI data, and PII data, the ThreatConnect RQ app is going to provide a breakdown of those loss types and how much they would be when the event occurs, and then again, annualized, which takes into account, again, the frequency in which these attack types would occur as calculated by ThreatConnect. Now, one of the biggest values of this application is the RQ Mitigations tab. And what this does is it provides an inherent ALE reduction, or how much risk would be reduced if the associated control was improved from a non-compliant status to a compliant state. Now, this feature provides the ability to prioritize your controls by financial risk reduction to see which controls have the most significant impact on reducing risk, and therefore enabling better decision-making from your ServiceNow GRC. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or to learn more about the ThreatConnect RQ app. Thank you.